A layout based on childhood memories of visits to relatives beside the West Coast Main Line in the 1950s and 60s. This layout was featured in the February 2018 edition of Railway Modeller. The location for this N-scale layout is Clifton and Lowther, a parish astride the West Coast Main Line which runs from London to Glasgow. The double-track main line is long enough to run near scale length trains. If this is your first visit to this channel, become a subscriber and don't forget the bell icon to be notified of new content. I managed to interview Eric Farragher when he exhibited the layout at the St Andrews Model Railway Show in 2019.
Clifton and Lowther came about because I needed another exhibition layout. My previous one was life expired. And the reason I chose the location, it's a real location on the West Coast Main Line, and it's a place I remember quite well from my youth. So it's N-gauge, although the scenic section on the front does employ a fine scale type track system. It uses code 40 rail, but it's still to 9mm gauge, so you can run standard N-gauge stuff on it. The era I remember is sort of the late 50s and early 60s when I was a younger child. And the cottages that are modelled on the thing are actually based on the cottages where one of my uncles used to live that we visited quite regularly.
The scenic part of the layout covers 3 baseboards, with another 3 boards at the back for the fiddle yard. 2 end boards join everything together. The baseboards are all solid top units built from 9mm ply. The framework consists of 50mm by 18mm ply strip cross members and 75mm by 18mm strips forming the longitudinals. Each board has fold-up legs to ease transportation.
The construction of the layout took about 2 years. The fiddle yard at the back was just designed to feed trains to the front. I think there's 32 trains in there. That uses Pico code 55. Controls is, we use Kent panel controls through homemade control panels for the points and the track circuits. And the fiddle yard points work with diode matrices, so you press one button to send a train in and press the button at the other end to send the train down. So it's in and out system, and that sets all the points for that road, for that track, and that's all done with diode matrices. There's 8 boards under the layout for those to control those points. Designing diode matrices, I've never done that before. And the other one was fitting the road system in on the scenic section. The way I designed the scenery was to take account of the existing roads that were around that area, and the challenge there was to take the Fowler model, which is basically a Mercedes-Benz, and try and make it somewhat like an English outline model. And that was achieved by using commercial bodies, the likes of Oxford and BT. It needs three lorries to work the system. As one lorry comes in, there's a sensor in the road, so it releases the parking stop that the vehicle in front's off, so that drives off. And then the vehicle that's coming in stops on there and waits for someone to come behind to let that one go around. There's only ever one goes down the front at one time because the roads are too narrow. Trains are based on real trains, you know, the Royal Scot. There's a tender first 9F with a lot of empty mineral wagons that goes to Harrison Sides. That was a shunt trip from Carlisle, 2 or 3 times a week. Exhibition wise, well, it all splits down into 8 boards and goes in 2 racks. It goes in the back of the van. And then a big box for all the bits and pieces.
My thanks to Eric for the information. At the start of lockdown, I invited you to send me pictures and video of your layouts. James Chambers from Northamptonshire responded with pictures and video of his N-scale American themed layout, which I thought you would enjoy. Taking inspiration from an article in the Model Railroader magazine, James and his girlfriend Kerry-Ann have built a continuous loop layout measuring 2.4 metres by 1.2 metres. Half of the layout is themed on Utah, whilst the other is lush green fields. The scenery is made from polystyrene foam, shaped with a dry wall knife. Rocks are formed from carving plaster and covered with pet iguana sand from a pet shop. The track is Kato Unitrack, powered by PowerCab DCC. The layout has taken James and Kerry-Ann a year to build, with a lot of improvements planned for the future. To view more layouts, click on a playlist. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you there.